Hello and welcome. Join me as we tackle the challenge of checking my disk space on Windows 10. I'll show you how easy it can be in this step-by-step guide. Did a bit of research, and did you know over 80% of people run out of disk space on their Windows systems? So, why is it important to check your disk space? Well, one of the simple reasons is performance. If you run out of disk space or get low on disk space, it will affect the performance of the machine. It's going to run slow. Also, you won't be able to install new applications on your system. So first off, we can come down to the toolbar and you can see that I've got File Explorer down here. I can click on that. If you don't have that, you can just press the Windows key and E, and it'll also load on your system. So let's do that. And there we go. Okay, so if we go on this PC, on the left hand side here, we can see the C drive or local disk C. This may be called system, it may be called other things, but we can see here that we've got the Windows icon, and that means that it's the system drive and it has the Windows installation files installed on there. So we can see here that it's 29.5 gigabytes drive, and we have 5.52 gigabits free. So we can also right click here to see more of a graphical view, click on properties. I'll just bring this up and we get a nice graph here. So you can see that the use space is 23.9 gigabytes and free space is 5.52 gigabytes on there, and you can see the graph there. So this is quite a small drive, obviously, because it's a virtual machine that I'm using to demo this for you on. But what we can do, if you were in this sort of scenario, you're running out of disk space and you want to free up some disk space, you can use the disk cleanup option here. So if you click on this, one thing I would always say before making any changes like this, doing disk cleanup using the tools that we're going to go through in a second, I can't stress that enough, that you must back up your data before making changes like this, just in case. Also take a system restore point, and if you're not sure what that is, I've got a video for that and I'll drop it in the description below. But first off, we can go into disk cleanup, and this is obviously after you've ensured you've got a backup of your data. So disk cleanup options, I'll drag that across here so we can get side by side. So this will show you you can clean up disk space of 42.3 meg on this disk. So not much, like I say, it's a virtual machine. You're going to see different on yours. You've got the downloaded program files. You've got the temporary internet files, you've got the Windows feedback, a DirectX file. So you can clear that by simply saying the option here, clean up my system files, and that's going to go through the process there for you. Okay, so now I can just click OK to that and just say yes to permanently delete these files, and now those files are going to be deleted there. Perfect, so we saved a little bit of space there. The other option is we've got some tools here that we can use as well, so let's click on those. First one we can do is check for errors. So it's always good to run through, and you can obviously scan the drive. Windows will then scan the drive, look for any errors. If it finds any, it will attempt to fix them, and it may need a restart to do that. So there's one option. The other one is to defragment. So obviously the disk gets fragmented where files are stored in different locations on the drive. So what Windows does is then organizes that into a more efficient way to view those files. So you can see by default I haven't made any changes here. The frequency is weekly on the C drive, and it was last run just a few months ago. You can obviously change the settings here if you want to change that to weekly, monthly, daily, as you wish, but I'd say probably just leave it in the standard settings that it is now. So we can click close to that one and click the X here. So there's another method that we can use. So if you come down to the start icon at the bottom left of the screen, and you want to left click there and go into Disk Manager. So Disk Manager will load, and you can see here that we've got we've got disk 0, which is 30 gigabytes in size. We've got 29.51 gigabytes for the actual primary drive itself. It's the healthy boot drive, and then you can see that we've got another 500 meg here. Now this is the system reserved partition, and it's used by Windows as part of the installation, and then it's used for things like BitLocker and things like that. So it's essential that's there. It's just Windows creates it when a new installation of Windows is performed, and for other Windows services afterwards. So we can come up to the top right here and click on the X to close that. So I hope this has been helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one.